sound and background is by Silent Rhythm. The book we'll be reading today is called The Witches by Roald, Dahl, and illustrated by Quentin. A real witch spends her time plotting to get rid of children. Contents. There are 22 chapters. A note about witches. In fairy tales, witches always wear silly black hats and black cloaks. They ride on broomsticks. But this is not a fairy tale. This is about real witches. The most important thing you should know about real witches is that, listen very closely. Never forget what's coming next. Real witches dress in ordinary clothes, and they look much like ordinary women. They live in ordinary houses and work in ordinary jobs. That is why they are so hard to catch. A real witch hates children with a red-hot, sizzling hatred that is more sizzling and red-hot than any hatred you could possibly imagine. A real witch spends all her time, plotting to get rid of the children in her particular territory. Her passion is to do away with them, one by one. It even is all she thinks about the whole day long. Even if she's working as a cashier in a supermarket, or typing letters for a businessman, or driving around in a fancy car, she could be doing any of these things. Her mind will always be plotting and scheming and churning and burning and whistling and fizzling with murderous, bloodthirsty thoughts. Which child, she says to herself all day long, exactly which child shall I choose for my next squealing? A real witch gets the same pleasure from squealing a child as you get from eating a plate full of strawberries and thick cream. She reckons on doing away with one child a week. Anything less than that, she becomes grumpy. One child a week is 52 a year. Squish them, squiddle them, and make them disappear. That is the motto of all witches. Very carefully, a victim is chosen. The witch stalks the wrenched child like a hunter, stalking the little bird in the forest. She treats softly. She moves quietly. She gets closer and closer. Then, at last, when everything is ready, and she swoops. Sparks fly, flames leap, oil boils, rats howl, skin shrivels, and the child disappears. A witch, you must understand, does not knock the children on the head, or stick knives into them, or shoot them with a pistol. People who do these things get caught by the police. A witch never gets caught. Don't forget that she has magic in her fingers and a liver dancing in her blood. She can make stones jump like frogs. She can make tongues go flame or go flickering across the surface of water. These magic powers are very frightening. Luckily, there's not a great number of real witches in the world today, but there are quite enough to make you nervous. In England, there are probably about 100 of them altogether. Some countries have more, others have not quite so many. No country in the world is completely free from witches. A witch is always a woman. I do not wish to speak badly about women. Most witches are lovely. But mostly most women are lovely. But the fact remains that witches are women. There's no such thing as a male witch. On the other hand, a ghoul is always a male. So indeed is Barghest. Both are dangerous, but neither of them is half as dangerous as a real witch. As far as children are concerned, a real witch is easily the most dangerous of all living creatures on earth. What makes her doubly dangerous? Is it the fact that she doesn't look dangerous? Even when you know all the secrets, you will never hear about those in a minute. You can still never be quite sure whether it is a witch they're gazing at or just a kind lady. If a tiger would be able to make himself look like a large dog with a waggy tail, you would probably go up to pat him on his head. And that would be the end of you. It is the same with witches. They all look nice, like nice ladies. Kindly examine the picture opposite. Which lady is the witch? That's a difficult question. But is it one that every child must try to answer? For all you know, a witch might be living next door to you right now. Or she could be the woman with the bright eyes who sat opposite on the bus from you this morning. She might be the woman with the dazzling smile who offered you sweet white paper bag on the street before lunch. She might even, and this will make you jump, she might be your lovely school teacher who is reading these words to you at this very moment. Look carefully at that teacher. Perhaps she's smiling at the absurdity of such suggestions. Don't let that put you off. It could be part of her cleverness. I am not, of course, telling you for a second that your teacher is actually a witch. All I am saying is that she might be one. I think that it might be this girl. Unlikely. But, and here comes the big but, it is not possible. Oh, if only there were a way of telling for sure whether a woman was a witch or not. Then we would round them all up and put them into the meat grinder. Unhappily, there is no such way. But look at the number of little signals you can look out for. Little quirky habits that all witches have in common. And if you know about these, if you remember them always, you might just possibly manage to escape from being squeedled before you're very much older. And that is the end of chapter 1. I'll see you guys next time for chapter 2. Bye!